There's a good old boy down in Texas, John Goodall, that's his name. Heard him say, are you shitting me? Lord, and I be just the same. He speaks his mind about that asinine asshole in our house. Yeah, John Goodall, he likes to call it out. Yes, he does. Well, there's a blue dot down in Texas, that Texas Avenue. There's a blue dot family in the USA. And all over this world. Yeah, there's a blue dot family.
How y'all doing? Baby, it is. I'm getting up.
Yep.
I'm getting a thing.
I'm trying to fix it.
I knew you were. Anyway, baby, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, baby. It's time for a Blue Dot family meeting. I'm glad y'all are here. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I screwed up, let my blood pressure get a little too high, and my political advisor said, no, you ain't gonna do shit. Anyway, so I missed the day, and I'm terribly sorry for that. But we're here today. And I want to thank Stephanie Dean, who I got a little message from today. It was great to hear from her. She is with John and trying to get Christmas done, going away for the next 3 days to Monday to de-stress and spend some quality time together watching Christmas movies and having some good food. Relaxing. Outstanding. Stephanie Dean sounds like a good one. I think my wife is now watching Home for Heroes. I think it's on Hallmark. I don't know. Really getting into them Hallmark movies at Christmas time. Anyway, Showtime Twiz is here along with Dorothy Tyndall. Terry Montgomery is with us. Mega Wet Willie's here. Debbie Marie. Where'd it go? Debbie Marie, Dolores Grant. Charles Stokel is with us. Thank you, brother, for being here from all the way from Bensalem. The Remixtress is with us. Dahlia Barrera. Carol Gillens. And let me move that. Debbie Marie. Larry Ian is with us. Ag World Volcanus. Outstanding, my friend, you're here. Gary Atkins, Monica Burns from our family page. Thank you, Monica, for being here. Elena Jones, Sharon Hookah is with us. Dizzy Duke, Deborah Haynes, man, the whole family here. Ardessa, Michael James, I got to talk to him on the phone. Had a nice conversation with Julia Thompson this morning up in Pennsylvania. Enjoyed that. Doug in Texas is with us. Leslie Siemens, Linda Douglas. Oh, Lordy, I start getting lost. Michael Leach is here. Carrie Thompson, Janda Schindler. I hope Luke and Lindsay are fine. Homer's Reluctant Odyssey. Hello, Chris. How you doing, brother? Leslie Siemens. Anyway, Gary Cassie Hicks is here. Martha Olivera, and I'm glad everyone's here. Anyway, baby, it's Thursday. I hope you enjoyed your week so far. It's another day in the neighborhood, ain't it? Anyway, what's going on, John? Well, first off, I got mail, baby, so let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. I got Christmas cards today. I was tickled to death. And the first one is from Tony Karpovich and Cindy Ernstminker. I'm sorry, baby, I screwed that up. I know I did. And they are from Dushare, Pennsylvania. And it's a beautiful card with an old pickup truck on there. And it says, January 20th, 21. We're going to be partying our asses off. And you? I believe I'm going to be shaving that day. But yes, indeed, Terry and Cindy, I will be partying my ass off like it's 1999, baby. Anyway, they say, well, wishing you an old-fashioned Christmas and holiday greetings. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I got to get my thing up with the cards on here. Busy all the time. Anyway, I also got a card from Terry and Allison Smith out in Mountain View, California. Baby, I used to live there out in Mountain View, and it's 2 dogs in the snow, and it says, my paws are frozen. And the little dog says, man, I wish that was my only problem. I wonder what else is frozen there. It's warm wishes for a happy holiday. And it said, boy, howdy shit. John, Merry Christmas to all. The blue dots, and oh, yeah, fuck Trump. Get in there early. Stay safe. We love you, and have a very happy New Year. They also included a donation in there, so thank you very much for that. I appreciate it tremendously. And then I got one from, let me see, I'm getting caught up here, from Lori Ann Rosenberg from Storrs, Connecticut. And Santa is so grateful for you, she said. And smiles and gratitude, happy memories, and merry wishes. That's what you warmly bring to mind at this season. Happy holidays with all love and best wishes. Your fellow Blue Dot, Lori. Lori, thank you very much, sweetheart. I'm glad to have you as a member of this family. It's a joy, baby, being in this family, because we all get to share so much. And then I got one from Benjamin Stroud. Benjamin Stroud from Mission, Kansas, and Ben's with us all the time. And he said he's enjoy Christmas, and he says wishing you the happiness this season and the year to come, and wishing you, Marcia, Tyler, Travis, and Rose, and all of your fur babies a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for your service and everything you do for us in this Blue Dot family. I do it for all of us. You all do it more for me than I get. All that mushy shit. Anyway, thank you very much. And 'tis the season. I love going to my mailbox and finding mail, so who wouldn't? Thank you very much for that. Anyway, what the hell's going on? Well, the same old usual shit. We got Donnie, the wannabe dictator, sitting up in the White House, obviously ignoring every crisis that comes our way. Now we're hearing all about the Russian hack, the attack. I think it was Dick Durbin who said it was an outright declaration of war on our country. The Russians have hacked into our Homeland Security Department, our Commerce Department, Treasury Department, the U.S. Postal Service. Boy, Donnie must be really pissed about Russia doing it. No, Donnie ain't said nothing. And it's another indication. 4 years and just, 30-some-odd days until we get rid of his stinking lying ass. Traitorous bitch that we call him. We get rid of him. And we can't do it soon enough, because right now our country is under attack. We talked the other day about how the next war was not going to be bombs and rockets. It's going to be somebody behind a keyboard. Well, guess what? Donnie's left the door open for him. That was, I believe, his plan from the get-go. He's a coward when it comes to Russia. Russia got, Vladimir's got the pee-pee tape. Donnie don't want everybody seeing him getting all happy with hookers peeing all over the place. So Donnie's going to do what Donnie's told to do by Russia. And I believe that's exactly what has happened ever since the day he came in here, and everybody's supporting this son of a bitch now. Now, when this is all going on and it's all in the news, it's right there for us all to see. If you still fly his flag, you're a traitor to this country. That's what I think. It's just a personal opinion. But if you still support him at this ass, well, why don't you just move your ass to Russia? Because that's who you're working for, baby. You ain't working for this country. You're just trying to promote Putin. Anyway, talking about Putin, they're also in the news about him trying to kill Alexei Navalny. That's all over the news. And, well, Donnie, what are you going to say about that? Not a damn thing. Nothing. There's nothing that Russia is going to do that Donnie is going to say a damn thing about. He can't. That's his boss. That's his master. He's not going to say a stinking ass thing. He's a traitor, always has been. And there are some people. And we still got the COVID thing going on. I think it's over 3,000 deaths in one day. Over? Really? And nothing out of his ass? Nothing? Hardly anything out of the Senate and the Congress. They're still debating that stimulus bill. We're going to get around to it. Maybe going to give you even a little check there. Are you shitting me? You act like you're doing us some favor. You're supposed to be doing your job. That's not important right now. What's important is just trying to get elected. That's what Loeffler down there, I got just a little sidetracked by this. They asked her 9 times in an interview, 9 freaking times, after the Electoral College vote and Biden is the president-elect, will you recognize him? She stumbled through 9 times asking that question with bullshit answers. You want a senator who can't stand up for the truth, for what's right blatantly in front of your eyes, that you're so scared of the man in the White House right now that you just disgrace your own integrity? Yes, they will. Perdue and Loeffler will disgrace their integrity. They will spit on their mother's grave to satisfy Donnie. It's sad. It's ridiculous. Anyway, those are the things that's pissing me off. What's making me happy is that Deb Haaland it was selected as Secretary of Interior, the first Native American to hold a cabinet position, and I think it's how appropriate to hold Secretary of Interior. It again demonstrating the Democrats' ability to show an inclusive America, to reflect our population in the cabinet, and I'm glad to see it. Anyway, the face-off now between Merrick Garland and Doug Jones for Attorney General. We're getting down, and I'm waiting to see who is going to take that out. Anyway, still much on the horizon. He's still got 31, 32 days, I think it is. David, I don't know how much longer we can put up with this bullshit. How about you? Yeah, same way.
We passed a sad milestone here in California yesterday. I don't know if you saw that.
What's that?
We broke over 61,000 new COVID cases in a day here yesterday.
That is scary.
I knew they were predicting the models for over 50,000. I'd been reading about that for a while, but I didn't think it would jump so radically.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
And as far as, I don't know what to expect from I'm looking so forward to the day that I don't have to hear about Trump and the nonsense his people are pulling.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
McEnany today was clutching her pearls over the White House Deputy Chief of Staff Jen O'Malley Dillon referred to Republicans in Congress as a bunch of fuckers. That's because basically they are. They are a bunch of cowards. Yeah, they're just. I'm sitting there going, that's a kind way of putting it.
That is a kind way of putting it. They have shown nothing but disgraceful behavior ever since this man came in. The whole damn.
But my God, considering the amount of times Trump has used foul language over his presidency, they're pearl clutching at that word right now.
Oh, how dare him! I've got the vapors. Lindsay is probably all upset with himself.
Marco Rubio was tweeting about it. Oh, so upset. I'm gonna have to quote a Bible verse now.
Yeah, go quote one somewhere.
Just.
Absolve your sins or something.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
Oh, Marco always does that.
Yeah,
I quote him back at him.
It's sad.
Point to him that Jesus talked a whole lot more about hypocrisy than he did about anything you care about.
No shit. How you doing, TW?
I'm doing fine. I've got a little bit of not really sad news, but just to let you know, Ben's in the hospital. They're running tests on
Ben? Benjamin Stroud?
Yeah, Benjamin Stroud
is in the hospital again.
Crap.
God,
yes.
Dog it, Ben, stay out of that place, buddy. I hear there's sick
that's
people
what we
in
told
there.
him. So,
well,
he said, he just let me know that they're going to run a few tests tonight. And hopefully, be back in the morning, back for the Friday family meeting.
Well, we hope so. We hope so. He's got some issues going on, and I hope they find. Take care of him. So Benjamin Stroud, take care of yourself, brother. We'll talk to you as soon as you get back. Just
And what do you think about Donnie now? He says he's not going to.
He says what?
He wants to stay. He wants to stay in the White House.
Yeah. Take a hike, asshole.
He's decided to hell with it.
I'm just going to stay. I want to see it. Let him stay there. Let him stay there on January 20th at 12:30 in the afternoon. When I see the Secret Service go in there and remove his ass. And don't think they won't, brother. They will. Because he will not be president. There'll be a new president, and guess what? The new president isn't going to put up with that shit.
No, he's going to boot him out the White House.
Yes, he's going to boot him out the White House. Velda Lee, how are you, baby?
I'm doing fine.
How's the mother hen of the group doing? Everything down? How's Wayne?
Sleeping.
Well, there you go. Good time to take a nap. It's cold outside. Got
Yep,
the,
we
got,
even
got
went
the
and-
heater on inside? You bet.
Yep. I've got trees down that I've offered for people to get. Just have the trees, pecan trees, pine trees, and I've offered for them to take them. The only thing I asked for was to cut the branches up so I could use in the fireplace, right?
Yeah. And
Well, I've still got all the trees, all the branches, all in one lump.
you got the trees and the branches all in one lump. They left everything for you?
They didn't even bother about coming back and getting it. It was just too much work for them to cut up some limbs, I guess.
Well, boy, howdy shit. You going to have firewood?
Well, the pecan tree is over 150 foot tall,
God damn.
and
Big tree.
it's about 4 foot around at the butt, and it had good lumber in it, and probably still does, but nobody's interested in taking it.
Nobody wants to come by and chop it down.
I mean, I'd
Well,
come
it's
and
on
get
the
it, but
ground.
you're pretty far out for a tree.
No,
So-
it's already on the ground. It's already on the ground. It went down with a tornado. It just fell
Oh,
over.
it's just sit there. All they got to do is come by
Yep.
and cut it up. That's a lot of
Yeah.
lumber they're passing by.
Too bad I wasn't
That's a
close.
lot
I
of
need
hard
some
work
lumber.
for them, evidently.
Oh man, my brother-in-law used to mill logs into lumber, mesquite. We say all sorts of woods that he used to.
You could
saw
probably
it.
get a 4 foot by 12 foot dining room table out of that piece.
Oh boy,
2 or 3 of them.
I bet that would look pretty.
Guns pretty wood.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
They make furniture out of that shit. Anyway, let me catch
We
up
got
here
about-
before we go ahead. We
I
got
was
about
going to
what?
say last year we got the nuts off that tree. We got 800 pounds worth of nuts.
Woo! 800 pounds worth of
Oh.
nuts off one tree? That's a lot of
Uh-huh.
nuts. That's a lot of nuts. That's some big ass
That was
nuts.
a lot of money too.
I
That
bet.
was a lot of money too.
I bet. They grow.
That reminds me of John's dog story, actually.
My dog story.
Yeah, you were reading the little thing where the dog said his paws are.
Oh yeah,
holding the other dog.
yeah.
Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah, my
Mouse
paws
fault.
are freezing. The little weenie dog goes. That's the worst. I got bigger problems than that, buddy. Anyway, Dwayne Dwizzle just donated $5 to Super Chat and said they also hacked the Department of Energy. You know, where we have
That's
the
the scary
national
one.
nuclear stockpile. Indeed, Dwayne,
That's the-
indeed, baby. And again, crickets out of this White House. And Tammy Ames sent $2 down to mark herself safe at 18.7 degrees. See you in the spring. Holy shit, Tammy, I saw your car's covered in snow. And then you said that's not the worst. So
Wait, is
till
that
the snow flies.
18.7 degrees or 18.7 inches?
Oh, 18.7
Either way.
inches.
Either way, yeah.
Either way. That's 18.7 inches. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
inches.
I think it's
It's even
yeah,
small
snow.
on my end. Yeah.
Oh, I saw the pictures. She posted some pictures on Facebook there. Just
See, I would love to have a
man.
little bit of snow, but the key word is little bit.
A little.
Little.
Yeah,
Little bit.
18 inches of snow is not a little bit. Yeah, the Northeast, they got it. They call them a nor'easter, and they got it big time. I see.
Yeah, I was
you.
talking to my nephew, and they live up in Maryland, or they live up by Maryland in Vermont, and he said they got so much snow. He said he had to finally park his car at the bottom of the hill and walk to the house because he said he couldn't get to the house.
Well, ain't this getting to be a habit? She just thinks she's a star nowadays. She can come in here and come on TV anytime. Anytime. She just came from outside. She's been out in the,
She's a good girl.
Oh, she's so pretty. Daddy loves her so much. There's a big.
She is a just really pretty
You know
dog.
what,
Yes.
John?
Ah.
Leo's dogs are always in his. So
Oh,
what's
yeah.
the
True.
problem?
No problem at all. She just wants to be.
He's the blue dot
admired.
dog. Yep.
She is a blue dot
Blue dot.
dog. There she is. She's a sweetie. I love her so much. She's so sweet.
She is so pretty.
She is so gentle.
Pretty
little
brindle.
baby.
Seriously, she's
Little baby.
photogenic.
Yeah, the baby. Huh? She loves her daddy. Her loves her daddy. Okay, that's enough. We gotta go.
You ready to go, Vicky?
You gotta go. I don't want to go, Dad. I want to stay. I know.
Give
me
her a mic
too.
and put some headphones on her. What the hell?
She looks prettier than I do. I guarantee. Sweet. All right, baby. You gotta go. You gotta go. Let's go. She not that light. Ah, there she goes. Oh, Lord, now she'll go out and pester the 2 little dogs. She wants to play with them. And the little dogs are like, okay, you come over here and kind of flop around a little bit, and then they'll bark at her and like, that's enough. So they're still getting used to each other, but she is so sweet.
The chat is eating her up right now.
I mean, I told Mama last time.
I love her.
Last time when she came on, I said, "Oh, as soon as the dog popped in, everybody just started commenting about the
Well, show's over, y'all. Dog's gone.
Yeah.
I guess you can leave
Go to
now.
You know what?
the Blue Dot Dog Show here."
John,
Huh.
the worst thing you could be up against is a narrator, like what you're doing, is to have a dog or children show up. You've lost the show.
You're not. People paying no attention to your ass anymore. It's the dog. It's the kid.
Nope.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, but the thing is, at that point, it's like a scroll moment for the both of us, because then we forget what we're doing. Because look, there's a dog in front of. What are we supposed to do? Not pay attention to the
she's
dog?
a sweetie. I love my
Anyways,
mornings with her now.
I just seen Jenny come on.
Who?
Jenny?
Jenny?
Yeah, up in the corner.
Oh, did
Super
you?
chat, Jenny.
That's because Diana Mallory donated $5 to Super Chat and said, sorry, I just got here, but happy birthday, Blue Dot Mama. Thank you very much, Diana Mallory. Indeed, it is my wife's birthday. I think it's 39 today. I think some 38, 39, 37, something like that. She
Awesome.
looks it. Yes, indeed. She has been spoiled to the best of our abilities all day long. I got the 3 things that she wanted. I got the lemons. She loves lemons. I got the peanut M&Ms. She likes peanut M&Ms. And her vanilla ice cream. Those are the only 3 things that she wanted. And she let me off easy this
So
year.
it looks like John's cooking for yourself tonight.
Yeah, we all cooked. Travis cooked dinner for Mama tonight. Tyler and I fended for ourselves, but we did fine. Travis did.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait
Well,
a minute.
no,
I made
no,
the
you-
potato wedges
yeah,
for
you
everybody.
made
I
some
just made
potato
Mom the
wedges.
hamburger. So I'm
and
just
made
saying.
Mama hamburger because that's what she wanted, the way she likes it on toasted bread and
Yep.
pan
There you go.
toasted bread and all that stuff. Yeah. And let me catch Tammy Ames, who's still shivering, darling. Sent another $2 and said this system originated in Texas. Thanks, buddy. Hey, no problem. We'll send that shit right up to you because we damn sure don't want it down here, baby. I don't want no snow down here. We woke up this morning. It was 37 degrees. And I think, yes, that's freezing ass cold down here. When we get down in the 30s, it's damn well freezing. And but we rose back up to 65 today or something like that, 66. Tomorrow we're supposed to be back up to 75. Again, our winters last about a day, 2 days. If there's really bad, maybe a week. And then it goes away and warms back up.
Won't you get some more in January?
Huh? The worst of
Won't
ours
you get
comes
a-
in January, usually. You know, our coldest weather usually comes in January or February, right before it starts warming up again. You know, we'll get the last big blows down from up north. So,
Same here.
but it was a beautiful day. I was glad. So yeah, Mama's had a wonderful birthday. And
Yeah, the chat's being really kind. Anybody leaving birthday wishes, I'll be sure to rewind this
Yes.
video for her to be able to read through
Yeah,
all the
Mama's-
messages on chat.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know,
well,
guys
you know
are
what we
awesome.
got to do.
What?
Well, you know what we have to do. She'll
Oh.
watch this later. So
Oh yeah.
you ready?
there we
hang
go.
on, I can be ready.
I gotta add this then. Sagittarius rules.
Okay. You ready?
Here we go.
Okay. Happy birthday to you.
To you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Birthday, dear Marsha.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm pretty sure she heard
I'm
that.
pretty sure she did. I went back to my bad habit of thinking the camera's over here,
Oh, yeah,
and
no,
then it's
you're-
like, no,
You're
it's
right
here.
there. Oh,
Yes.
look at there. You're out in space.
Oh yeah, I wanted to get the fuck out of there. So I'm all the way
You've
out
been
here.
telling me for days I want to get the fuck out of here. Well, it looks like you did.
Yeah, it's
Earthrise.
it's chill. There's not a whole lot to do, but it's kind of nice not having anything to worry about, nothing to do.
Ah,
You know.
yeah, right.
Shit.
Did you
Anyway.
watch the documentary that picture came from? The
Uh,
Shadow
no.
of the Moon?
No, I haven't. Actually.
No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
if you get a chance to watch it, it is very, very enlightening. It's from all the Apollos that have gone to the moon.
Oh, that sounds like it's up my alley anyway, so I'll have to go looking for that.
Boy, howdy. Yeah, if you bring up space, I'm usually there.
Oh yeah.
I'm usually interested in whatever the hell's caught they're on. More.
Yep.
Nowadays, though, I'm a little more concerned with what's going on right here on our little blue ball out here in space.
I can tell you part of the problem we're having out here in California.
What?
The LA Times was just breaking this story. Long Beach Police Department over here basically orchestrated a super spreading event. They had a whole bunch of police gather, no masks.
Wonderful.
Big giant gathering and totally against all the policies. And this just happened on November 5th. And that's one of the reasons we're having this massive spike up now, because we're feeling the November numbers coming in. And again, I want to just encourage everyone to say this: we have a vaccine coming. All we have to do is hold off for maybe about 4 to 6 more months.
Hold off, baby. You know, this is not the time to get excited and go out there and plan everything that you want to do.
Vaccine's not a cure.
It's rampant right now, and the vaccines,
It's
they're starting to go out, but it's going to be
now.
slow. This is not, I don't see me getting one for a while. I don't know how or who's going. I'm sure my doctor eventually will call me and say, "Get your ass in here." That's what
should be in the high risk group. You should be one of the first groups to be vaccinated.
So
hopefully,
I'll be
fingers
68 in January, so yeah, I guess I'm considered old fart.
Yep.
Well,
So-
blood
Yeah,
pressure.
you're
Right.
considered high risk. I mean,
Yeah, well, got a few issues going on, but nothing major. Nothing that's going to knock me out, I hope. But yeah, it's still rampant out there with over 3,000 dead in one day. And
We've been having that now.
And still nothing from our president, nothing from our Congress. They're
well, you
working
could
on
care
it.
less. It's,
They don't
we might
care.
send you
Me, me, me,
$600
me, me.
this time. Whoop-de shit. Now I'm not degrading the $600. Believe me, if I had $600 right now, I would have bought more than just fucking M&Ms when I went to the store.
Sure.
So it will come in handy. But $600 to a family,
Jump change.
you're going to put groceries on the table for a little bit.
$600 would have covered my rent 25 years ago.
Yeah, well,
For a month.
25. I was listening earlier today when I was in my truck. I switched over to progressive radio station, and I think it was listening to Tom Hartman. Anyway, this gentleman was on there. I can't remember his name either, but was talking about why it was when I was young we were paying 25 cents a gallon for gas, and now I'm paying $2 and up for gas down here now. What happened that made gasoline prices and overall economy to rise, to inflation to rise to the level that it's difficult for working people? I'm going to cut it short. I'll put a synopsis on what he was talking about. Is back in the old days when I was growing up, 50s and the 60s and everything, that's when we still, to a degree, not to a degree, to quite a degree, still had colonization of different countries like Iran. The Shah of Iran ran the country. He was in our pocket. We got all the oil and gas. Same way with Saudi Arabia, Venezuela. We were getting the oil and gas for damn little or nothing, going in there and taking it from them because we controlled the government. That's how come we could get away with paying 25 cents a gallon. The oil companies were still making a massive profit. But in the 70s, revolutions around the country rose up and took their countries back. We got kicked out of Iran when the Revolutionary Guard took hostages, and everybody remembers that back in the 70s. Same way in Venezuela. These countries kicked our ass out and said, hey, you can't steal our oil anymore or any of our other resources, so you have to pay us what it's worth. Well, the oil companies were up against the wall. If they want the oil, they have to pay for the oil, so we have to pay them for the oil. Now, they could have taken and absorbed that cost within the oil company, but the greed of the oil company wouldn't allow it to lose profit, and instead they came up with the idea, well, we'll just raise the fucking price of it because we control the price of oil, and they make more profit. So the refining system itself isn't changed that much, drastically, somewhat, improved drastically some places. It is the greed of the oil company itself that drives those prices up the way they are. Capitalism at its finest. He related the same thing to different commodities around the world, that once a company figures out that they can charge you more for it, they will. And I think the other day I was talking about, you can't buy 5 pounds of sugar anymore. You can buy 4 pounds of sugar. They'll come in 5-pound bags. It's another way they reduce the amount you get and increase the price. It increases their profit. It's the greed of capitalism that eats upon our nation. That eats upon our society. They feed on us.
I heard Pumpkin Tits say that on a show one time, that he goes, well, we're only paying 94 cents a gallon right now for fuel. And I'm like, where the fuck have you been? Because I'm paying like $2.89 a gallon, you dumb son of a bitch.
Oh, he thinks you got to show an ID to buy beans in a goddamn grocery store. What do you expect? Remember that? You got to have an ID to buy groceries.
Yeah, you got to have groceries.
He hasn't been in a grocery store in his freaking life, ever. No. He doesn't know what shelves are stocked with.
He just knows that McDonald's comes on a.
He knows McDonald's
platter.
or Kentucky Fried Chicken, or he has somebody cook his meal for him. He doesn't shop. He doesn't know how to.
I actually watched a thing the other night.
He's worthless as tits on a boar hog.
I actually watched a thing the other night. It was on TMZ, and it was the cook that actually cooked for. He cooked for W. He cooked for Obama. He cooked for Trump. He left when Trump came into office because he said, I'm a big guy. He says, I overpower the guy. He said, look at my arms. He goes, they look like massive, tree trunks. He goes, I bench press like 400 pounds. He says, I could not work with that man because he said, just put it this way. He has problems. I can't say that he has his head somewhere, but he has problems.
He's got a head up his ass. It's hard to work for anybody who has their head stuck up their ass. You hear him saying something, but all you hear is muffled shit coming out of their mouth.
Yeah.
Well, when he's too corrupt for Bill Barr.
He basically just said it was a toxic environment to be working there. And he said, now, if Biden asked me back, yeah, I might, think about coming back.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've heard a lot of people griping about Biden's picks. I'm pretty happy with his picks right now. I am too. I think we need to let them get into office and see what's going to happen here. I couldn't be happier with his pick for Secretary of Interior. I think it's high time, way past overdue, that we had a Native American on the cabinet. It speaks volumes.
You saw he put Buttigieg in as Secretary of Transportation.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And like I said, his cabinet is reflecting America. It's what it should be.
All over
a lot more than Trump did.
And
oh,
he's
Lord, yes.
Doing the deed, and it's.
Well, I can't. Well, for one, I can't wait till Biden takes up. Did you hear him talk today? I didn't hear the whole thing. Basically, what I heard was he's telling Putin, "Just wait till I get in. This shit ain't gonna roll." And I was glad to hear that message coming out of Biden. Biden's not going to stand by for the next 30 days and watch this asshole destroy this country without saying something. And that's what he's doing.
One of these hacks.
In talking about Putin, I bet it really burned Trump's ass when Putin sent Biden his congratulatory
when he congratulated Biden. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, because he knows Donnie ain't worth a shit anymore.
And right after Putin did it, then Mitch McConnell said, okay.
Interesting coincidence.
The boss did it, so I'll do it.
All these Georgia elections are so important. I don't think I can emphasize that enough.
They're not.
Everyone in Georgia, all blue dots in Georgia, raise your voices and roar.
I mean to tell you, we just need that vote out. Stacey Abrams
has been busy.
Oh, Stacey Abrams has been.
Already voted more than what
I think that woman knows what birthday is everybody's birthday in Georgia. I think she knows who everyone is that's turning 18 this year. She is on top of stuff down there, and we need it. But
imagine how much better Georgia would have been off if she had gotten governor and hadn't got it swiped by Kemp.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, Brian Kemp needs to go piss up a rope.
Well,
he's disgraced his
cut loose.
Too.
And the people he sucked up to, they cut him loose.
You look at these governors that are going to be that are going to lose their seats. Ron DeSantis, Brian Kemp, Greg Abbott here in Texas. I don't know how these people are going to expect to hold on to their seat when they've looked so ignorant and so willing to bow down to a demagogue, a narcissistic dictator.
Wannabe dictator.
Yes, it's disgusting. I can't apologize for my state enough. I have so many ignorant assholes in my state who are willing to sell out our country. For what? For kudos from a Russian whore? Really?
I don't even think I don't even think that Ted Cruz got the kudos. Did he ever get compliment from Trump?
No.
I don't think he ever did.
No, Donnie just doesn't beat him anymore. That's the deal there. I don't have to praise you. I just don't have to talk ugly about your wife for a little while, unless he stays in line. Because he is. We all know it doesn't matter what you did for Donnie yesterday. It doesn't matter. He'll throw you under the bus in a heartbeat. You have to constantly be kissing his ass to stay on his good side. And how humiliating is that for people now that are still in the White House that still have to put up with another, 32 days of this shit? I feel for them. It must be insufferable pain to listen to that. What they say, the comment yesterday in the news was that he was throwing a fucking temper tantrum. They had the word fucking marked out because it was network TV, but that's what really?
Yeah, they said
White House
they
advisor
said that on there.
Quote. Go ahead, TW.
He's running around. They said it's so toxic. You don't want to even be around him. You just want to he's coming one way, you go the other way.
Look at his
you don't want to hear
Twitter feed.
Oh yeah.
Are you shitting me? You disgusting little turd. I wrote to him again. I did. I answered him today. Yes, I wrote to him that I reminded him that President Obama has over 120 million Twitter followers. Donnie's got 88 million. I noticed, I told him that President Obama's wife had never posed for porn pictures. None of President Obama's kids have ever stolen money from a children's charity. What else? I gave a list of shit. Just reminding him. I just like to go on there every once in a while. He makes a stupid comment on Twitter. I like to go in there and remind him.
His kids?
His kids are thieves, little
No. Talking about his kids. I just watched a thing. I think it's been it was about a week back. But it seems like the Crypt Keeper and Zonka are up on investigation charges for doing something with
the stock market? They're going to be under
CDC.
With the CDC? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, because Kushner all of a sudden invented new companies, or people associated with companies with Kushner invented new companies when the first COVID-19 bill went through for you bet your ass they got in there and stole their money. As a matter of fact, it pissed me off because I don't want to get off on a rant here. Let me call this out. Megawit Willie donated $5 to Super Chat and said, I'd love it if Pete announces an audit of his new department and how much Mitch's wife would react. Indeed, Secretary Chow.
How much has she stolen?
Yeah, there needs to be an audit of every department. Every cabinet needs to have an audit of their things. But going back to the money, the COVID money. This is what just pisses me off.
Yeah, the preacher. That preacher.
John Olstein?
Yeah.
Who lives in a $10 million mansion, who has a mega church that pulls in millions, hundreds of millions of dollars.
And grabs more.
He gets $4.4 million of the PPP money? Are you shitting me?
Think about
Are you
Tom
shitting
Brady.
me? It's disgusting. You want to know where that money went? They are not interested in passing a stimulus bill because all of their people, all their donors, all their little scumbags already got the money. There's $500 billion missing. We don't. It's proprietary rights. We can't tell you who we gave it to because then everybody.
Frogface is sitting on that information.
It's a freaking ripoff. It's a Republican ripoff. It's the same thing Republicans do every time they get in the goddamn house. They rob it blind.
That's bad.
Yep. And as soon as
Tom Brady actually benefited from that.
You think of that. Joel Osteen, a preacher who, by the way, shut his church down after Hurricane Harvey because he didn't want all those disgusting people coming up into his nice church. They forced him to open it. He is not a man of God. He is a con man. The same way all those big preachers are. You're not supporting God, baby. You're buying them a new airplane. You're buying them a new house. They're lavishing themselves. What kind of a preacher would live in a $10 million home?
Paper, that gold leaf toilet paper is not going to buy itself.
That's true. You cannot call yourself a man of God and live in a $10 million home. Fuck you.
I wonder what Tom Brady
depends on which God, really.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, his God, the one that says, "Oh, you shall prosper." To hell with them poor people. Let them get their own.
Before we go into this any further, let's bring SC into the room.
SC, what the hell are you doing in Tallahassee, bub?
Hello, everybody. I'm trying to stay warm.
I'll tell you, brother.
How is it in Tallahassee?
Is it freezing where you're at, too?
Yeah, it's cold and it's going to get colder. But, I figured Johnny Fly was probably buried tonight, so I figured I better step in his place. So
we appreciate it, brother. We appreciate it. Johnny Fly probably is covered in snow right now.
He posted earlier about digging out, so he's still kicking.
I saw the pictures Tammy Ames posted, and man, boy, howdy shit. No way. Donna Bonacosi up in Massachusetts. I don't have to worry about Chris Kloss. He's probably wearing fucking flip-flops out in the snow. He did admit that if he came down here, he'd melt at 100 degrees, so...
Johnny's over moderating over on YouTube.
Is he?
For us tonight.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding, Johnny Fly. We appreciate it tremendously.
I got to chime in here really quick because
Bernadette's not feeling good.
Oh.
No.
That's not good, Bernie. Take care of yourself, baby.
So earlier when I walked in there, I just went to go tell Mom, hey, you need to look at the YouTube chat because a lot of people are sending you birthday wishes. Your old department that you worked at in the Army was on the local news. Not for good reasons.
Oh, pray tell.
2 individuals are going to be going to prison for falsifying documents on helicopter blade tests.
Oh, no shit.
I'm not going to say names. I don't know if you knew any of them, but...
chances are.
Probably.
I told y'all about the story about the jet engines. We lost jet engines. You can't just walk out the gate with a jet engine. Somebody has to sign papers. Somebody has to alter records for you to get that engine out. If people think, because there's a market for it, baby. You could sell helicopter parts pretty easily, I would guess, if you're selling to a black market or something. But,
it's just sad.
You're going to get busted.
I feel like this ain't the first time in the last 10 years that I see that department on the news for not so good intentions, and that's a shame.
It is a shame.
Because I know there's a lot of good people working there.
Shame.
And if it happens at the Corpus Christi Army Depot, you can believe it happens at the Anniston Army Depot or the
you extrapolate
Rock Island
from there,
Arsenal, wherever. There's always some asshole wanting to make a buck off Uncle Sam. Yes.
That's where the major audit should take place. Is the Department of Defense. Yes.
Yep.
2.4 trillion missing.
Indeed. The Department of Defense, because the budget is one of those things that is sold to the American people as a patriotic duty. How can you not support the troops? How can you not give the Department of Defense? We need guns, we need bullets, we need missiles, planes, we need ships, we need all that stuff. And we have all that stuff. We do. But
10 times over.
And we still need research and development for something big.
I'm sorry. We have a tank. We have a tank graveyard.
We have tanks stacked all over the freaking place in fields. Brand new tanks are going to sit out in the field and rot. Same way with helicopters. They'll be stacked all over the damn place.
Well, we were out of bullets when Trump got here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You would have enjoyed.
We were out of bullets.
Yeah,
they didn't have a single bullet.
You'd have enjoyed.
Anyway.
We were out of bullets.
This morning,
We were throwing rocks at their asses.
because of Bigley.
This morning, Bo, the Fifth Column, made the argument on his show that actually a universal health care for all was a defense issue, was a national security issue for readiness against stuff like COVID happening. So we had enough infrastructure, since we are having problems with supplying infrastructure, that if we had universal health care, it actually should be sold to people as a defense issue. National defense. So, maybe we could take someone, and instead of having to pay from scratch, like
capitalism in the way it can. That's what it is.
Well, we can just divert some of this military spending since they have all this money.
That's true. I've said, the amount they're going to give a little pay raise to the troops this time. A chump change.
Donnie says he's going to veto that.
He's going to veto it. Yeah, we support the troops unless you give me the right to sue Twitter, and then I'll support the troops. That's what he is. It's an asshole. Let me catch this. Buddy Davis Songs and Thoughts. And if y'all have not gone by Facebook or YouTube and looked up Buddy Davis, he's an Grammy-nominated artist, has got lots of albums out. He donated $5 to the show just now. Thank you very much, Buddy Davis. Y'all go by there and check him out, because I'll tell you what.
Buddy Davis is a giver.
Buddy Davis
he gives so much content. Just wonderful to follow him.
Yeah, if you go to his, every time you turn around, you're going to be getting a surprise. The man is just full of talent. And his daughter sings too. His daughter, shit. He's got a daughter.
I can't remember.
I can't remember her name right now. I spoke to her.
I can't either.
Oh, she sang to me. She sang to me. Hello, Hank. How in the hell are you doing, brother?
Well, I'm in twofold. On the one hand, I am severely saddened by the loss of Jeremy Bullock, who played Boba Fett. He died today.
Right?
I know.
On the other hand, or yesterday. On the other hand, I'm extremely angry because apparently these proud gay I cannot call them gay. The Proud Boys are the Nazis are planning violence. The Leatherman. Well, that's an insult to the firm Leatherman, but they are planning violence at Biden's inauguration, and the FBI is on it, but no one has been arrested yet. And of course, we have the toddler in the White House who still thinks he has won, and his female press girl from who's also McEnany. Yeah, McAleer, who's also convinced that he has won. So it's still a shitstorm. We are in a full lockdown, finally in the Netherlands. Much needed.
Yes, I saw that. I actually saw that y'all were going on lockdown.
Yeah, and of course we still have these COVID-idiots complaining about it not being.
It's my freedom to wear a mask. I can't wear a mask. I want to breathe free air.
That's the thing.
We've got those morons.
We've got to COVID.
Yeah, we've got students who are partying. Rioting youth who throw fireworks because their freedom is somehow taken away from them.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck it. Yeah, my grandparents and parents survived the German occupation. 5 years of doing nothing and being locked and being scrutinized and being in mortal danger. And now people are locked in for a year, and they all start, oh no,
I'm gonna die.
And that's one of the things that pisses me off about this, because we could have been probably had a control over this a long time ago.
Bonnie, thank you, buddy.
It's just ridiculous.
I agree with you, because I remember thinking at the very beginning of all this, I was thinking, oh yeah, we'll be in lockdown for
they
a month.
They wanted to do the herd immunity.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Let them get it.
Let them have it. Let it get them.
And now they're complaining
the
because
children, the infants, and all the young kids and young people get it and spread it, and we'll get rid of the undesirables, and we'll get herd immunity.
Buddy Davis's daughter's name.
As I wrote today
Bonnie.
To a friend,
just
Bonnie. I got the wrong one. I thought it was Lydia.
Herd immunity only works with a vaccination. the vaccination doesn't protect you from COVID. It protects you from a very lethal variant.
Herd immunity without vaccine is playing the lotto going, well, let's see who dies. That's it.
Well,
the
only benefit of the vaccine is that if you get COVID, you get a lesser variant of it.
Right.
You won't die.
One of the vaccines right now, you get the vaccine, means you will not get sick, but you will still be a carrier. You could still carry the vaccine and give it to somebody else, although you don't get sick. So again, the other vaccine I understand is one that prevents you from getting the disease at all, the virus at all, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, even if you get the vaccine, it's still a team effort here. You can't just waltz around and decide, well, fuck it, I got the vaccine, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
we have to give a shit. This is not going to be over for a long time.
You still have to wear a mask. You still have to wash your hands. You still have to do everything.
Toilet paper rolls are narrower than they used to be. I swear, any way they can cheat you out of anything, they will. They will. Used to be, now they're giving you big giant rolls and tell you there's 4 rolls in there, and I don't believe their ass. I'm just saying, I'm there. I just saw the comment that Renee Price made. Toilet paper rolls are narrower than they used to be.
Hey, John, you know, I did talk to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You did? What Arnie have to say?
He basically said 2 words for Trump. Get out.
Get out.
Put that cookie down.
Put the cookie down and put the chicken down and get out. I swear, I can't wait for this man to leave. It is. He's a national security threat. He's an embarrassment to this country. He is doing nothing for the American people. And the Republican Party stand by and twiddle their freaking thumbs.
They basically said he's sitting there whining, depressed around the White House, and everybody that he sees, he's basically making them.
He's having a meltdown.
I did see where he said that he maybe he won't leave. Like I said, let him stay. Let him stay past January 20th at 12 o'clock. Let him do that because I don't give a shit how many of his Proud Boys, Leathermen, or whatever anti-American pukes show up. It will not be enough.
All they have to do is walk him out the White House and right off the White House premises.
This is ridiculous. It's bordering on ridiculous when you have these people standing up for a wannabe dictator. When even Republican judges have thrown it out. When the Supreme Court, which is 6-3 Supreme Court Republican,
thrown it
out. There's nothing to it. It's a lie. Just because you want to believe fantasies doesn't mean the rest of us have to be stupid.
Just like old Crenshaw there in Texas for that little video he put out with him parachuting in to take on Antifa. That was the saddest shit. I mean, God, this dude.
That's what they push. Yeah. They want to throw that image out there that these left-wing radical Antifa, they're going to burn your house, they're going to eat your babies. That's the
and there's sad thing
and they're
about
coming
it
to find out that none of that's happening.
Yeah, and another sad thing about it is he's got that guy Marcus Luttrell in the video with him, and this is a guy that I can't think of the name of the movie now, but it's Mark Wahlberg played it. But this is a true story about this guy, being in Afghanistan, and he's lost a leg, and he was like a war hero, and now you see him doing shit like this, and it's like, oh my God. He went through hell for this country, and then he
turns his back on it.
You see him doing this shit, and it's like,
you know who I compare him to?
Yeah,
I compare Tammy Duckworth.
Who?
If you want to see the difference in response of somebody that made a sacrifice for their country and how they responded to it, compare him to Tammy Duckworth. And he's a sad comparison.
See what made him. I think one of the things that made him like this is because they did a movie about you. He was been in a couple music videos, and he did a great thing for this country, and God bless him for it, I guess. But now you're just it's sickening.
What are we talking about now?
This guy, his name is Marcus Luttrell. He
never heard of it.
Look him up. I mean, him and one of his units that he was in Afghanistan. They pretty much went through hell. Every one of them died except for him. But he ended up getting rescued by an Afghan man, and he took him in and finally ended up getting rescued. But this guy went through hell, and you look at it and go, that's an American war hero. And that's what he was at the time. But now he's just lost it, I guess. I don't know. But he's in doing these videos that are just sickening videos, and he's taking part of it. It's like,
it's like, give me a fucking break. I've talked to veterans before when they take the right side, and I don't understand it. Everyone has a right to their own beliefs in their own religion, their own politics. But when you cross the line, which the Republicans have done already, they've crossed the line. They've gone beyond the pale.
Oh, yeah. That's
there's a time you put country first.
You have always said that, and that's the truth, because look at all these Republicans that fought, get in the presidency, blah blah blah, Donnie gets in, and they turn around and bend over and kiss his ass.
Well, to quote Linda Mazer, I served as a medic in Iraq. Some soldiers, even heroes, are just assholes.
Amen. I mean,
it is true. You cannot degrade a man's service or a person's service to this country. I'll never do that. I will. I will just debate your politics and how you got to where you are, because I can't get there. I cannot.
I know a lot of veterans from many wars. Basically,
old hippie, buddy.
The World War II guys are all dead, almost all dead. But I know a few veterans on Facebook who fought in Vietnam. Yeah. Some are pro-Trump, some are anti-Trump.
Well, I hope so.
Some went through hell. Some were in Khe Sanh in the Battle of Khe Sanh.
Indeed, my brother included in that. My brother included.
Yeah, and they
carry scars forever.
And somehow this new society we're living in, this new era that is for these old iron mongers, it's difficult to digest. It's difficult to change. They cannot change anymore.
I just
you can try and discuss with them, but they will never go from their old habits, and that's the difficulty here.
Yeah.
So you can respect them, but
I do. I respect every one of them. But I will debate you on the issues any day of the week.
Look, I mean, here's the thing. I know people who served, right? Who served, either they're my friends or they were acquaintances. And, I, for one, always look up to their service to their country because, I didn't do it. I didn't step up for the call. I didn't feel like it was right for me. I wish I felt like it was right for me, but I didn't. And the problem is like what was just said. Some of them that I know are upstanding human beings, proud examples of what a human should be. And then I know some who are just utter horrible people. It's not to shit on their service to their country, but if you're a bad person, I don't want to use their service to their country to excuse them for being a bad person. They're a good person. They're if you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person. You can look
it's the same with cops, Travis.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally about to say that too. You're right, David. It's same about police. Just because you're a cop,
I know a lot of good cops.
Anywhere in our society, no matter what you're talking about, whether it be politics, military, police, you pick it. The organization reflects the society we live in. Are there straight people in there? You bet. Are there gay people in there? You bet. Are there assholes? You bet. You go down the gamut. Are there racists in there? Yes, they are. They're everywhere that we are, in lesser numbers, but they're there. And some are in positions of great responsibility, and that's what we have to be concerned about.
Yeah, and
But this
that
business,
Crenshaw,
this guy, is that his name, Crenshaw, the one-eyed guy, Texas?
Yeah.
This guy just really disappoints me every time I see his ass.
I just want to poke the other good eye out.
You are supporting a traitor that is not, and right now is no greater example of that. Russia is attempting to attack us through cyber means and our critical infrastructure. That's an attack. They can shut the lights off, baby. They can open the floodgates to a dam. They can do lots of shit. They can melt down nuclear stations.
And his slippers bitching because
that's what the new war will be.
What I was going to say.
And to stand by now while this president, obviously, to everybody, it is obvious that he is not putting up any defense to this against Russia.
Oh.
He is allowing
More or
them.
less worried about.
He is allowing them
about.
to do this. If I go so far as to say, I would believe he would set it up. In the last 4 years, has allowed Russia to do so much damage, little by little, because this cyber attack has been going on for months. This is not something that happened yesterday. This has been going on for months.
How many cybersecurity bills did our Grim Reaper kill during these last 4 years?
Exactly. It's the actions that he is taking that has put us in a weaker state, that has made us more vulnerable to this shit.
Sure.
So,
almost
when I see One-Eyed Hero down here in Texas standing up for him, or my own congressman, Michael Cloud, when I see him doing the same thing, you're not a patriot in my book, baby. You're a traitor. You've turned your back on your country. You've sold your soul out to a demagogue, to a narcissistic con man. For what? To your benefit? What are you benefiting from this?
Yeah.
Or are you just
$1 million?
that scared?
Did he give you $500 million?
No, they're afraid. They're afraid because Donnie's got so many empty-headed followers out here. Donnie has so many people that they don't give a shit if he's betraying the country. They love him for it. They think he's a badass. So, yeah, they're willing to turn their back on this country. So we have to worry about it.
There was a mayor in Missouri that resigned as mayor because the mayor said everybody has to wear a mask, please. And they stormed the mayor, and the mayor was afraid for their life.
You really have to wonder what's on the minds of some of our countrymen, that they cannot understand the patriotism of containing a pandemic. You bitch about wearing a mask? Really? Your fellow citizens aren't worth the effort? Is that what you're trying? But you'll sit there and storm the governor's mansion, declaring some other freaking liberty that you so deeply lost, which is bullshit.
And they say, and the funny thing is they say that it's a hoax, and it's this and this, that, and who's all mostly getting it? The Republican Party,
fake
because they're not wearing their
militia
mask.
Wannabes.
I compare
got a fake ass General Michael Flynn, same damn. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Okay, they're saying, well, the government can't make us do da 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 da. Well, you know what? They do all the time.
All the time, baby.
Okay, we've got this severe storm going on the East Coast. Stay at home. Roads are dangerous. Don't get out. Stay home. I don't see any of the Proud Boys getting in their guns and their pickups and flags and saying you're treading on us on that.
No.
That is the same thing.
Again,
it's dangerous to be out without a mask. It's dangerous to be out in the snow.
It's not about the issues. It's about the attitude. That's it.
Yeah.
They're badasses. I'm badasses, and I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for my country. Under what pretense? What are you saving your country from? Seems to me that they are all too willing to destroy the Constitution, to stomp all over the liberties and freedoms that they so proclaim to worship. They're willing to stomp on them for everybody else except them. That's not democracy, baby. That's not what democracy is.
You saw who was attacking Chief Justice John Roberts of the Supreme Court today, didn't you? Lynn Woods, the attorney, attorney.
Yes.
And now they've got this whole story, and the maggots and the QAnoners are all turning against John Roberts.
Yep.
Conservative.
Yep.
Chief Justice of the Supreme Court.
Justice of the Supreme Court, and he's really, I heard he's a secret liberal. I think he's in.
That's what they're saying.
I think he's in the cabal drinking baby blood.
Yeah, they're all.
You mean the guy that pushed Citizens Unite?
Yes, that guy. They'll eat their own.
They'll eat their own. They
will eat their own.
Animals.
They will turn against anybody. We've seen them do it with patriotic Americans that stood up during the impeachment to give the truth, and they were attacked by these people.
John. They're praying mantises because a mantis will eat its own.
They'll eat their own. They don't care. As long as they have America, baby. America. And it's ignorance beyond belief. What are the rest of us supposed
Roberts
to do?
does step down. Guess who's going to get to replace him? It'll be Biden's pick.
Biden's pick, exactly. Go ahead, let him retire.
Fine, let him drive out John Roberts.
Yeah, let what's his name, Clarence Thomas go. Ain't he getting old? Ain't it time for that guy to go?
Yeah.
You know, he barely says anything in there anyway.
Doesn't express an opinion that isn't
for the Republican
vetted by Republicans first. Oh, yeah.
The thing I find that's the most funniest thing that I've read and listened to this whole entire month is the fact that Mitch McConnell doesn't have a leg to stand on because Kamala Harris can walk in and say, Mitch, you're no longer. You are. Because she is the head.
We need Georgia to do that.
We do indeed.
She is the head of the Senate. She can tell Mitch, no, you're not going to be the Speaker of the House. She can appoint somebody else on the Republican side, but she can get rid of Mitch as Speaker of the Senate. Yes, sir, she sure can.
I don't know. I didn't find out about that.
What's his name? The Glenn Kirshner. That's where I got it from.
Well, then I'd believe Glenn over me any day of the week.
Well, that guy is smart. I still wished he was in playing Beeler, for the AG.
Yeah, right now I guess it's between Merrick Garland and Doug Jones of Alabama, the senator from Alabama.
Yeah.
That's the ones the Republicans saying they're okay with. I
think Doug Jones. I'm
leaning towards Merrick Garland. I just think of the irony of that. I wanted to call out Linda Beeler's comment. She said not wearing a mask is a violation of the actual preamble to the Constitution. Provide for the common defense. That's what we're supposed to do. That's what our government is supposed to do. Provide for the common defense. And right now, that would be a mask. That would be wear your mask. It is the most patriotic thing we can do right now. It's the most guaranteed method of stopping the spread of this disease.
And John, that's how it should have been couched by the president from the very beginning.
It should have been.
Should have been. They should have called it a patriotic duty from the very beginning. And they decided, and now we know it's because they wanted us infected.
If he would have done that, we would not have this death that we have now. But
it was decided to let the death spread the way it was before anything else.
Yep.
And now, we're just uncovering the tips of it here and there. Oh, you guys knew this?
I didn't want anybody to panic. Kiss me.
I didn't want anyone to panic, so we're going to let it spread.
Yeah.
We don't really care because the old people.
It might also have been that they wanted less voters.
Yeah. Tammy Ames just donated $2 just to let us know. News alert. Officials declare cyber attack an act of war.
Yeah.
So what's Donnie going to do now?
Come on.
Act of war.
So there are a few cyber junks that are breaking into the nuclear weapons department. Come on.
At the very least, we should be stepping up right now.
You know what that shows?
Economically shutting their ass down.
Yep.
Yeah, it shows that your security sucks. It doesn't show that it is an act of war.
And that is part of our infrastructure that we talk about so much that we need to improve all the time. Our electrical grid could be knocked out from Russia.
Let me tell you clearly what kind of a hack would constitute an act of war. A hack that would disable a nuclear power plant.
Yes.
A hack that would disable traffic control, airline traffic control. A hack that would disable hospital intensive care units. That's an act of war. Not a hack and snooping around some official government organization. That's complete bullshit. It's not war. And America does it too.
We
America
do it. We
spied on the Germans.
cyber warfare also. So we should be knowledgeable about this. But they do have the ability to shut down our electrical grid. They have the ability over cyber warfare to disable
figure, John, we have
and America has the same ability.
Yes,
come on,
we do.
You know, You know what? As a European, what really makes me fed up is this paranoid delusion by the government of America that everybody is out to get them, that everybody wants war. Nobody wants war.
That's how they sell the big defense budget, my friend.
Yeah,
that's how come they get the defense budget.
This reminds me of that meme. Do you remember that meme about Iran? The meme in which you see Iran and then all the military bases around Iran, American military bases.
Iran.
And then the meme says, look at them. They put their country very close to our military bases.
American geopolitics, we are in Afghanistan, Turkey, and Iraq for only one reason.
Yeah.
Because Iran sits in the middle of them. Now, I like to pick Iran as the one I know because when I first entered the military, I trained with Iranians a lot. This was while the Shah was still in power. This is before he was thrown out and the Ayatollah Khomeini took over. If you look at the history, we brought that on ourselves. As we were talking a little while ago about the economics and inflation and how did we get to where we are now is the reason because we installed the Shah of Iran so we could take all the fucking oil. We controlled Saudi Arabia so we could take all the fucking oil. We controlled Venezuela so we could take all the oil for free. It was ours. We took it. We just stole it. In the grand scheme of things, as nations progressed and they said, wait a minute now, you're robbing us blind. You can't do that anymore. Then America started losing that edge. So again, just like Hank said, the next thing to do is convince the American people that everybody in the world is out to get us. That is not my experience, either being in the military. We have been at war ever since I don't know when we haven't been at war. Even when between wars, between the Gulf War and Afghanistan and everything, we had little wars. Hell, we went down to Panama. We went down to all sorts of little places to have little tiny wars. Keep them wheels turning of the military complex. I am a patriot. I'm a veteran. I love my military. I support the troops in a way that doesn't mean a new tank. It means better pay for them. We're asking them to put their life on the line, and we pay them squat. People on Wall Street, Jeff Bezos, the amount of money Jeff Bezos has. Are you shitting me? Really? We pay our soldiers, our sailors, our airmen squat to where they still have to struggle every month to pay their bills, but we ask them to go die for us. That's disgusting with the amount of money that we pour into the Defense Department, and it goes to defense contractors. It does not go to the military. It goes to defense contractors, baby, and believe me, go look up what a CEO of a defense contracting company gets for a living, and guess who's paying his fucking salary? You are. Anyway, Tammy Ames just donated $2 to Super Chat and said, toss treasonous Trump. Hashtag toss treasonous Trump. There you go. I've seen the hashtag there.
Something to consider,
we
John.
We have to.
Think of the fact that you remember, hell, I'm old enough to remember the fact that the military used to be self-sufficient. We used to have a military that trained people to be mechanics, trained people to be heating and air conditioning specialists,
workforce for America
for themselves.
With the training that the military provides you.
Now think of all the things now the military doesn't do for itself anymore. Think all the things they contract out. The military doesn't feed itself anymore.
No, because we are a contracted military. And nothing exemplified that more than the Iraq War when Dick Cheney was in charge, who was the ex-CEO of Halliburton. And guess who got the biggest contracts in the Iraq War, baby? Halliburton. We called it a contractor war because we contracted it. You want to see the biggest disparity ever is go look at what Blackwater contracted personnel were getting paid over in Iraq who were doing the same duty as our American soldiers were in the same street.
Blackwater was a criminal company. Which
was a criminal company.
Caused war crimes.
They committed war crimes. It still is.
They got in trouble for it.
And that's right now, as best I can figure out, is Donnie's secret weapon as far as...
I had a friend that was a truck driver that was driving over there, And he was making $1,200 a day.
Yep. Contractor, baby. You put an Army guy in the same seat in the truck behind him. Yeah, he's making what, 20, 25, 30?
And depending on where he was going, he got up to $3,000 a day.
We just will pour money into contractors. So it is not, the defense budget is not to support the soldier. It's to support the defense contracting system, the jobs program that we have. And if it was treated more as a jobs program instead of a defense issue, we could have a better handle on it. When the production of tanks gets you switch to making tractors or something else. You do something else. You don't just keep producing a tank because you can. There's no fucking market for it. You know, and as we progress farther, how long do you think tanks are even going to be on the battlefield? Shit. They got a ship out in the Gulf. They'll fire a missile, knock that tank out in a heartbeat. Nobody even has to be there.
Well, they got drones that can go in and done.
Yeah.
Tanks haven't been viable on the actual field battlefield the last 30 years.
But we still crank them out left and right.
Sure.
We have to, because it's a jobs program. It is not. It's these congressmen and senators. You pick any Army depot. Mine, in my case, Corpus Christi Army Depot down here, the premier repair facility for Army helicopters. It's a one-of-a-kind base. Anniston Army Depot.
Remember too, John.
Tank.
A lot of those the older congressmen, they need to retire too, but they don't.
Shit. Well, brother, I'll tell you what. I'm old. I know I'm old, but I cannot wait. And I'm happy to see Buttigieg get transportation. I want to see a younger generation coming into my government, because I want my government to progress. I try to keep really my politics in a general location. I am a liberal. I'm a progressive liberal.
Well,
I think your kid should go to a community college for free. College education should be a right where you're paying for it anyway. Your taxes are paying for that. I'm not talking about sending them to Ivy League colleges for free. If you can afford to send your kid to Harvard or something, have at it, baby. That's all. I'm happy for you. But every child should have the education that requires now, and they say, in all of them, say that is a college education that is required now. Well, then give them to them. Huh?
You're an old dog that you can still teach
I am an old
tricks.
dog.
Some of those old dogs, they just can't be taught.
I'm an old dog and could teach them a free trick.
John, I wish I could go vote up in Georgia, because this John Ossoff guy. I like this guy.
He's good.
I think
I equate him to like a Beto almost.
Beto, I was just fixing to say.
Yes.
Yeah. And I wish I had him, because I got shit here in Florida. I got Gates and Rubio, Rick Scott. And,
it's an embarrassment. You have to hang your head down. Ain't it pitiful? SC that me and you have to do that?
Yeah. And DeSantis, I tell you what, this guy DeSantis, if you put DeSantis speaking and Trump speaking side by side and look at them, and you just watch DeSantis's hand gestures and Trump's, they're the same
Donnie's
thing.
got his hand up his ass.
His little.
What do you guys think of the new law Cuomo put in place against Nazi flags, Southern flags in New York?
You border on that discussion of freedom of speech. If you want to wave the flag, I guess that's your business. I'm not going to get pissed if there's a law against it. It's one of those things that goes, okay.
Well,
I'm fine with that.
I'm perfectly fine with the neo-Nazi flying his flag, as long as I have the right to put a baseball bat on his head.
There you go. There you go. For anybody interested, you can go now on YouTube. There's a channel on there that has, how they got those fireplaces. And that's all it is. It's Christmas music and a fireplace.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, lovely for ambiance, a little music, a little. Well, the fire's made with MAGA hats.
Because it's cold.
It's got MAGA hats all over. Burning the MAGA hats.
I think, the idea of flying a fucking Nazi flag here, that's still... you have freedom of speech. However, depending on where you're flying that flag, I think someone has the right to tell you, That's hate speech, and we're not going to fucking tolerate that shit.
The discussion, and I've had it, about flags in general. Flags in general declare a sovereignty or whatever. It is those flags that prevent the world from becoming a one social place.
I'm so sending you a federation flag. Go on.
It's the borders. It's the politics of everything. Yeah. In my mind, utopia is that place where we've seen in fantastic movies from the future where we're all, you're working right next to an alien guy that's got 3 eyes or something. That's nothing. It's black is not a thing anymore. If you're sitting next to a guy with 3 eyes and tentacles, it's a stretch of the imagination. But in a world where we come to the realization that just because you can't see somebody doesn't mean that you can't have empathy for their suffering. This nation, supposedly the richest nation in the world, we waste more money and resources every year that could provide so much for struggling societies in other parts of our world. To not realize that we all live here and that we could make an impact not only in our own society where we live, in your own neighborhood, in your own country, in your own state, but in the world in general. And as a pandemic points out, if everybody's not healthy, nobody's healthy. If there is strife and hunger and famine in one part of the world, it's going to create a war. People are going to die. They're going to fight over whatever resources are there. When in another part of the world, the resources are flowing aplenty. Like Lennon said,
nobody should.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one, but it's not going to be in my lifetime, my kid's lifetime, his kid's lifetime. It's going to take generations for this world.
Well,
this society.
You know why it's going to take that long, right?
Yes.
Because actions ain't being taken to finally say enough is enough. That's the thing. It's like, again, freedom of speech. Everybody loves to preach that shit here in this country. But that also thinks that gives them the right to be such a douchebag. There is nothing good that comes out of the Nazi flag. There's a reason why Germany's completely made it illegal to fly the Nazi flag.
Like Europe has, basically.
Europe. That's what I meant.
Europe.
Well, again, you're going to get that argument. Freedom of speech is my First Amendment right to do that,
and
it's true.
Freedom of speech. No.
Well, you have the right to call yourself an asshole, an idiot, all day long if you want to. That's the freedom that we do have in this country. If you want to plant your
freedom of speech, as long as it doesn't hurt
incite
else.
And
right.
you
can't yell fire in a movie theater. That's
the shit you say.
Yeah.
You don't have the freedom from the consequences of the shit you say. I mean,
the consequences of your actions.
I mean, you can have the freedom of speech to walk up to somebody and call them a bad name, but if they punch you in the fucking face for it, then you ain't got the freedom from the consequences of it.
You're going to pay the consequences. But the part of our society that hurts is that there are areas of our country where flying a rebel flag or flying a Nazi flag is indicative of the neighborhood. I don't know. I shouldn't say that because really I've had that on my street. I've had 2 guys fly the rebel flag on my street. They took them down now.
You know what the rebel flag reminds me of?
Yeah, traitors.
Rebel flag. No, well, there's also that, but there's also the one that comes to me is the sitcom Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, well, good old boys, meaning no harm. Fuck you. You mean harm. If you're denigrating a part of our society, you're doing harm. We learn. What is that? When you know better, you do better. That's all evolution is. When we know better than to do something, then don't do that thing. It's the right thing to do. But
just think about how many people would know about the Confederate flag if it wasn't for maybe that show. I mean, shit. I mean,
It was
it's just one.
hilarious.
If it wasn't for
And
the
the Good Old
hatred
Boys-
that flag represents, that continues
The
to
thing is-
live,
They were good boys.
Yeah.
But you know,
they tried to
And
portray
if
them
they
as
just-
that.
And, you know, and I watched it, but I didn't know at the time. I didn't know.
I
There
didn't
you go.
either.
There you go.
I was just a kid. I was just
You know,
a
I'm
6-year-old
not
kid. you know?
particularly fond of going back into history and condemning something that happened 40 years ago. I mean, you know, on minor scales, we're talking about issues like
having a flag on a car in a TV
right,
show.
yeah,
Yeah.
you knew it was
Just to
wrong.
make
I
that
wouldn't do it.
clear.
But hell, where I grew up in Louisiana, are you shitting me? It was on every freaking corner. It was like you was raised with it. But when you know better, you do better.
Yeah, I mean that's
You know,
that's the
It's
biggest.
when you learn through your own personal experiences through life what the hell it means.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, minstrel shows with white actors in blackface was socially acceptable.
Yes,
we don't
that's what I mean.
really call it socially acceptable
we
anymore.
do not accept that
We've
now, and
learned.
it wasn't acceptable then, but
Yeah.
it was more ignorant at that time than we are now. We have the access to information. We have the stories. You know, I keep looking back at Black Wall Street. Until the issue in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I was unaware of that story, and that continues to bother me, that I did not know about what happened when a white society rose up and totally demolished and killed and hung people for no reason and destroyed them
They
and
even
ran them out of
bombed-
town. Those that had
John?
had yes, dear.
They
Go ahead.
even flew planes across there and bombed
Dropped
them.
bombs for no
Yes.
reason. I did not know that story because it's not taught in our history. And again, we go back to thank you, Texas, because Texas determines what's in the hell in your history book. We decide
It's the
because
same-
we
it's
buy
the
more
same-
books
it's the
than
same
anybody
with-
else. So we get
It's
to
the same
decide.
with the Miners'
They
War.
took-
The Miners' War was
the
also
airmen,
not put in the
because
history books.
I can never pronounce their name. The Tuskegee Airmen.
Tuskegee
I
Airmen.
never knew about them.
Oh, I knew about
I
them.
newer knew about them.
Yeah,
Were they
because
the
I'm a
Red
World War
Tails
II
or
buff.
I do.
I'm a World War
Yeah,
II
the
buff, so I
Red
already
Tails.
knew about them, and they were
I
spectacular
didn't know it
airmen.
until the movie came out.
Let me catch up here before Bellica comes in here and hicks me with a ruler.
No.
Hi, Bellica.
You got your spaghetti
Well-
noodles ready?
You aren't going to hit me with a ruler today.
I'm not gonna hit you with a ruler.
No.
She's
Metaphorically
gonna hit you with wet
speaking.
spaghetti.
So basically, guys, Travis looks on his clock. He lets
It'll be a
Velika
wet
in, and
noodle.
Velika gives you a beat.
Bellica comes in. I relax a little bit when Bellica goes in the room. I don't know how y'all feel, and I don't know how Bellica feels. All I know is I get hugs from Bellica all the time. When Bellica is in the room, I just feel a little bit more at ease, a little bit more peaceful.
I
Because
love Velika.
I do.
Yeah, I
too.
get hugs
We
too.
all love you, Bellica. You know that, don't you?
Well, y'all do.
Well, thank you, sweetheart, because I do. I always feel a little bit more relaxed when you come in the room. I know I got a hug, so I'm just saying.
You make my heart rest easier in my
There
chest.
you go, baby. Anyway, Maria Betancourt donated $5 to Super Chat and said, for Marsha's birthday, ice cream. Indeed, Maria Betancourt, thank you very much. It was the three things, I'm telling you, that she wanted. And I wanted to thank Charles Stokel for coming into our Patreon family. Thank you very much for pledging into our, that's what keeps the bills paid, baby. And we appreciate every donation we get. All our Patreon members are valued in this family. They do. Dingy, what'd you say?
You didn't give Charles.
Oh, he gets two then. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bob. I get carried away. My mouth gets carried away. I don't know, people. You know, it's in the grand scheme of things, the fight will go on. It's a generational fight forever. So when we know better, we do better, and we pass those attributes on to our children. We hope for the best that that generation will grow, and it will continue to snowball that way, to get bigger, to where we're back to that point where we don't see racist in the street. We don't see them as some Karen and some, no offense to anybody named Karen, in a store telling somebody to speak English or being rude to people just because of the way they look. That is what this man in our house now has allowed a resurgence of. It doesn't go away. We have to beat it back under the rock. We have to make it so socially unacceptable for you to come up with your racist shit that they won't dare to. They'll keep it in their garage with their little hateful buddies or whatever. They'll muster around their little cockroach dens and talk nasty about people they don't know. That will continue, and it will be reflected in our society, in every part of our society. So we have to be mindful of that. And the best we can all do, each one of us every day, is that when you see it, you call it out for what it is. You can do that in a very diplomatic way, or you can tell somebody, kiss your freaking ass. It goes either way. Are you shitting me? Statement, question, action. It doesn't matter. You can use it in many ways. You can let somebody know in a polite way that it makes you uncomfortable the way they're talking or acting, or you can make a comment in support of the activity that they are denigrating. There are lots of little ways that we can do that every day in our life. And the more we try to practice that, the better it is. The more we show our kids what is acceptable, what should we do as citizens, as somebody who is concerned about their fellow Americans and indeed the world. It could only make for a better world. So, I get...
Until term limits hits,
I'm called a romantic.
I'm going to keep my expectations rather low.
Oh, John, you're dumb. You're romantic. You just think everything. Yeah, if you work on it, everything will be perfect. Not in your life.
Term limits, baby.
Term limits. Good damn place to start.
It's where we need to be. It's where we need. If we don't get term limits for everybody,
we don't get there unless we're involved. So that's where you come in. That's where each one of us.
Vote.
You have to vote. You have to be informed.
You know what I would like to see?
Society that we live in.
You know what I would like to see instead of term limits? I would like to see sperm limits, because that prevents a lot of idiots being born.
Yeah. I wouldn't argue too much against that. No. Everybody wants a family, but when I see somebody bragging on one of these ragteasy, child number 19, and they finally got a boy. Are you shitting me? Give up. It's 19 just to get quit. Stop.
Just go to your local Walmart and see the mind of society at large.
Oh Lordy, you don't have to go there. You can go out down the street and fight. We do. That's all we can do is try to work for a better society, and that's what we're all doing. That's why we're all here tonight. That's why everybody here is listening, because they have a desire for a better society. We have a desire to not go through so much bullshit, through absolute lies and cons and embarrassment from the people that run our country. So, anyway, that'll be coming to a close soon. Another
can't get here fast enough.
Fast enough. I'm telling you, this asshole just pisses you off every day. But it does.
I hope it will be the 21st of January very soon.
Very soon. Very soon. Yeah, I can't wait till that day. I can't wait till the day after. I want to see what's going to happen. Yeah, because he is right now talking about, well, maybe I won't leave. Go ahead.
Oh, then we'll just
I've got a boot that I will
make my day. Go ahead. Stay there.
Nice.
What a shit show that will be.
He's just saying that to stir up drama. He's gonna. I'm not putting it past him.
Once he goes to, if you watch,
he
goes to Mar-a-Lago. That's it. Well, that's what the discussion there is too.
Fishing game to trank his ass and relocate him.
He can go there for 31
Mar-a-Lago. Has anyone read the article in which it says that Trump at Mar-a-Lago has already been in a fight with his new neighbors?
Yep, they don't want him there. They said they're pointing back to the deal when he bought Mar-a-Lago.
He signed away his rights.
He signed away the right for it to be a residence. It is a business. And in his contract that Donnie agreed to, the longest he can stay there is 31 days. 31 days, get your ass out. This is not where you live. So the debate down there, and legally speaking, the city has the case. The neighborhood has the case because it's in the contract. You cannot live here. It is not your residence. It's a business.
I don't want none of them motherfuckers in my state. Just to think. I mean, look, if nothing happens to them and they're all still out there, I mean, Ivanka, she could end up trying to run for governor of Florida. I mean, then
yes,
I'm like,
she
oh,
could.
shit,
Yes, she could.
Are you kidding me?
And the scary part is she could get it. Because look at how many Trumpers are down there.
Yeah, and, Tom Brady, that motherfucker. I know everybody like Tom Brady, but that motherfucker, I can't stand that.
Can't stand Tom no more. Huh?
What's sad is I can't even go, hey, SC, come to Texas. It's better. No, it's not.
No,
it's not better.
I've got Tom Cotton, so Arkansas's out.
Boy.
Yeah, we got Ted Cruz.
Yeah, we got Ted
Cruz.
Yeah, and
we got Devin Nunes and Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah, but y'all in California, you got at least something good over there. Come on, David.
You get benefit. You're in California. There are certain benefits out here.
Scooch over, David. I'm coming over.
Yeah.
Almost 62,000 new cases yesterday. You might give it about a year or two.
Yeah, let's wait a little while.
Oh, trust me, I'm waiting.
There'll be lots of free houses.
Oh, God. I will definitely be making my way West Coast bound once this is all over. I got friends I need to visit out there, and I've never been, so I'm hoping to go visit California next year.
Yeah, they had plans to go out there before the pandemic hit and everything. That's where some of Travis's friends live out there now.
Yeah.
Let's dark note. There'll probably be, because we need the tourism dollars, probably be some good deals.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Keep
sure.
an eye open for 'em.
You're going to have fun when you get to the West Coast. It's really beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I'm just.
Oh, is that per year? Oh, thank you, Mega Wet Willie. I seen Mega Wet Willie's comment up there. He just donated $5 to Super Chat and said Trump can only stay at Mar-a-Lago a total of 21 days per year, not per month. Oh, I like that better. Thank you, Mega Wet Willie.
Then how can he have his residence in Florida and vote from Florida if he's not allowed to live there more than 21 days a year?
You know, that does bring up a good question because he registered to vote in Florida. He moved his residency to Florida. Is Mar-a-Lago his residence? If so, then that's an ineligible residence.
He's been voting illegally.
He's been voting illegally.
That's a federal offense.
Arrest that man!
Yeah.
Oh, we got a list of shit
I
we
can't
want
wait
that
to
man
see it.
arrested
I
for.
can't wait to see it. I just feel sorry for SC because Ivanka Trump will.
Let the state of New York have him first.
New York is. I think New York is. What's his name? Vance. No, that's his last name. Silas Vance. I think he can't wait.
And Letitia James are going to have his balls in a sling.
I think they're just waiting. Just walk out of that
like I
House,
said. Like I said, I want them all. They're just going to spread. If they're not locked up, they're just going to spread.
I want justice done. If you, the attorney general position is going to be that's what we're all waiting on. See who's going to get AG, because we want to be confident that this is going to be handled, because we're all witnesses to the crimes that have happened through this administration. And we can't even begin to fathom what we don't know. So if there is justice, if there is a constitution, if there are laws in our books, that they need to be held accountable. And those that
the only good Trump is a Trump in prison.
That's my book. That's my book. Treason in itself. That's I hinge on that. To me, the man has committed treason. He has actively worked against our own government. He has worked against the people of this country, in direct opposition to the people of this country. And I do believe that what we're seeing now with the cyber attack from Russia is a door left open on purpose. I do believe that. We were knowledgeable of it the day he came into office. He came into the office with knowledge that Mike Flynn had already met with the Russians, that there were contacts between all of Donnie's cabinet. Election committee.
Mark, bring back my phone.
Mark ran off with the phone.
Yep.
He's calling the law on your ass. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I didn't give him treats today. No.
Mark.
Well, I guess we ought to wrap it up for the evening. Travis, give me the sign that it's time for me to go visit my wife for a little bit on her birthday. So I might ought to do that.
Will you please wish her a happy birthday?
I will.
Did you bake a cake, John?
No, I got the M&Ms, the lemons, and the ice cream. Believe me, that's budget's tight right now, so there were no flowers or gifts this year.
Don't worry, I made her a nice cheeseburger and cut her up some nice potato wedges and all that good shit. Went the extra mile today, so.
I got the ice cream,
so
lemons.
That's the best gift to fix a birthday. The person who has a birthday, a nice dinner the foods that they like.
Yep.
That's what you're supposed to do. Try to pamper
Travis,
the person.
are you ready for tomorrow?
Give them whatever they want on their day. Yep.
Diamonds are not in the picture anymore.
Travis, are you ready for tomorrow?
Oh, I'm ready for the next few hours. How many hours do we got left? About.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you're counting the hours. Are you talking about Mandalorian?
Yeah, it's the last episode.
Yeah, I thought I saw you and Tyler talking about tomorrow, and I thought you was talking about Mama's birthday.
Well, we weren't going to forget that. If I had to go, hey, Tyler, do you know what day tomorrow is? And he forgets Mom's birthday, we got a problem.
I know you, neither one. I saw
Congratulations in advance, and a big hug for Mama.
I will indeed.
From the Netherlands.
Yeah.
She is.
Me too.
I'm going to have her come back and go through the comments of this video, and because the chat was giving her a lot of love.
Generous with,
and of course, everybody here on our panel was giving a lot of love, so she's going to see
I wish
it.
I could bring her in here, but believe me, it ain't never happening.
Nope.
It ain't never happening. Been married 43 years.
That's okay. Yeah. As long as she hears from us that we love her.
She is the mystery woman behind the man.
You know how much convincing it took Dad to get me to be up here and doing what I'm doing? Jesus Christ.
With a stick just to get him in here. Jesus,
but after a while, I realized he needed help.
You are.
Yeah, here I am.
I'm the only one that'll walk out to the gate and say, how y'all doing? What's up? What do you need? Everybody else going, hey, there's somebody at the gate. Well, it's like, fuck, walk out there and ask what the hell they want.
That's because it's back in the day when you used to watch that commercial. I won't eat it. You'll eat it.
Yeah.
No, I won't eat it. Let's get Mikey to do it.
Mikey won't eat it. He hates everything.
Just to make everyone jealous here, I received a parcel from the United Kingdom today, full of munchies, goodies.
Did you?
Applewood smoked cheddar. Yeah, some of my UK friends wanted to send me a Christmas.
Don't you love that
package.
Shit?
I
did here lately. I've gotten my Swiss Colony gift from Wendy.
Gorgeous.
Damn it. Wendy Spalding.
The funny thing
I just have to stop and pause.
Due to Brexit,
I use that Swiss Colony for friends a lot.
I can't take this stuff back home next year from England because the EU doesn't allow it.
Yes,
you want to try the Swiss Colony's baklava.
I just recently found out what baklava was because Chris Kloss, the amazing engineer from Massachusetts who fixed my heater all the way from there to my house over the phone. Yes, he's also a chef and he makes a wonderful baklava. And when he first brought it up to me, I said, "Oh yeah," like I knew what he was talking about. Fuck, I had to go look it up.
Yeah,
me. Yeah, not all of us are all. This man is amazing. He just posted a picture of all the mead he just made, bottled up. This man has got talents like you wouldn't believe. It's just ridiculous.
We got a big Greek food festival.
If you haven't eaten any of that baklava, you've got to try it. Oh my God!
The way he described it, it was amazing. I've never tasted it.
We have a big Greek food festival up here, and that's the only reason why I go to it every year is for the baklava.
Right.
Go wrong with pistachios and honey.
I ain't never been to it. Maybe
that's
it's always down there at the big Catholic church down there. They'll have a.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where ours is at the church.
Yeah. Well.
Come on, John. You're not gonna.
I'll burst into flames. I tell you, if I go through the door, next thing you know, lightning comes down. I'm just gone.
Okay.
Hey, well,
John.
I want to die.
The thing is, with that baklava, you'll die and go to heaven because it tastes so good.
It tastes so good. That's the way it was described to me. There's so many.
If you like honey,
I love honey.
You like pistachios?
Oh, I love pistachios.
Then you've got heaven in a bite.
Yep.
I got heaven. I'm in heaven. Da, 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 da. Anyway, before we get off to a singing thing here, Sonia says we need more Greek restrooms where I'm at in California.
Greek restrooms or Greek restaurants?
Everything. What is that? You know what I love? And Marcia does this every once in a while. Every time she sees one on YouTube or on Facebook, she stops and gets me so I can watch it. When they play, I'm going to screw up the name of this song. It's that Greek song and dance.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
What, from Zorba the Greek?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Every time.
I know the name of the dance.
Every time I hear that music, I want to dance. I want to get out there and I want to do the dance, man. I want to get out there in the circle and the whole 9 yards. I just love that shit. I do. I want to do that. I'd love to go to Greece. But
I loved that movie, and I loved
Big
Fiddler
Fat
on
Greek
the
Wedding.
Roof.
Huh?
That was my favorite.
Ah.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh, Fiddler on the Roof. If I were a rich man.
It's called the Sirtaki.
I unlike some kids had a mother that basically you have to watch.
At least that's what's Wikipedia could be lying to me.
Well, I'm more familiar with the two-step. I can do a little polka. I can do a little waltz.
Waltz.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm not totally ineptitude on the dance floor, but
I just do the head bobbing up and down.
If you don't know bullshit, you're not a Texan.
Oh, if you got a two-step. If you don't know how to Cotton Eye Joe, well, we might have to escort your ass to the border. And the sweetheart Scottish.
I don't know how many of my brother's friends I taught how to dance.
Oh, Lord. Dancing is the music of the soul, baby. Music lives within each one of us, and whether or not we can transport it to our feet, we all dance in our minds. We all dance to that rhythm we know. Whether we successfully transfer that to our feet, well, that's always questionable.
What
the hell are you doing? I'm dancing. That's not dancing. Quit doing that.
I've always been one of those persons. I'll dance. I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's just me. I'm dancing.
Hey, I don't care who's looking.
Give a damn.
I dance. I sing. I don't care who's looking. I really don't. I'll bust into song. It's for me. It's for me. It's to
exactly.
Remember way back when, John?
Yeah.
Remember way back when the Fred Astaire had all the studios for ballroom dancing?
Oh, I love ballroom dancing. I do.
Wayne knows how, and he taught me.
You talk about something you can put emotion into. Yes.
Hey, that's funny you mentioned that, Vilda, because we have one here in town, and me and my brother drive by it. There's one every Tuesday night we drive by it. And this past Tuesday night when we drove by, it's like, where do those people go to actually dance around here?
Arthur Murray School of Dance. I remember that.
I guess that's where
they go. The square dancing. God, I love.
Well, I'm sure if you check in your local communities, there are. They have them there in Corpus. They have dance clubs that get together. Probably not now during COVID, but yeah, they get together, and it's socially a way to have fun and learn and
But there's always people there, and he's like, "Where do they go to dance at?" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I'm sure there's places around here."
Anybody went to the square dance?
Try to dance in your heart every day. Try to give your heart just a little dance lesson every day. Anyway, we're gonna run before we get all carried away. Next thing you know, we'll be singing Frank Sinatra songs or shit. Huh?
Perry Como.
Perry Como. A crooner.
Bobby
You're at the crooners, huh?
Yeah. My daughter Envy loves Perry Como.
I really enjoyed Buddy Davis's daughter Bonnie. She called me on Facebook one night. So it's FaceTime.
Oh, hang on, wait a second. Perry Como, yeah, I just got a flashback. Whenever my parents took me and my sister on holiday to France in the tape recorder of the car during this long drive to the south coast of France. Perry Como always came up with songs like
that's the song you
put
listen
another diamond, put it in your pocket, save it for a rainy day. Yeah,
my kids can probably sing every Jimmy Buffett song because when we were on the road, it was a lot of Buffett and.
I love Jimmy Buffett.
And don't you remember as a parent you're driving and you put the cooler in between the kids?
Oh,
because
man.
Otherwise they
Do you know how many road trips I've taken across country when I was a kid? Every time my dad got transferred, I don't know how many times. I have so many memories of pulling off the side of the road having bologna sandwiches. You know, that my dad just bought the bologna and the bread and the mustard at the store in town. We just left and we stopped on the side of the road. As a matter of fact, I have traveled down intentionally here in Texas and in Louisiana, down old Highway 90. When I was making a run, I would intentionally go there to make my part of the run on Highway 90 because there were actually spots in the road I remembered from my childhood. Where we stopped, there were some rest areas that were just a picnic bench on the side of the road that are still freaking there, and it's just it's amazing. You like to drive down.
A funny thing is, I remember returning to a spot that I went on holiday as a kid to with my parents, and it wasn't the same.
You can't go back home. It'll never be the same.
No, it wasn't.
You'll remember the physical location. There'll be a lot of shit in the background will be different, but that old saying, you can't go home anymore, that's kind of true. You can go back to your hometown, and you can remember all your childhood and everything, but the town is not the same. Your favorite sandwich you can't get anywhere anymore, or some business you used to, so-and-so is now a different kind of store or whatever. But the memories we make in our own life, that's what we live with. That's your. You don't have to go there. It's all up in your head. You can visit there anytime you want.
Exactly.
Smoke a nice bowl of Cavendish and and just walk down memory lane, baby. Anyway, speaking of that, I guess we'll bring it to a close this evening. I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight and sharing your time with us. Hank, thank you all again. We assume that the fleet is still circling out there until January 20th. Right?
Oh yeah, we moved it to the East Coast to have
a little closer. A little closer to the inauguration area over there.
Yeah, all Californians. To the West Coast. Sorry, all Californians are ready to march west. No, east. Sorry.
There you go. Ready to march east. Take this.
How the hell did we ever colonize the rest of the world?
Somebody got on the boat and said, "Let's go that way," and somebody else said, "Are you stupid? You fall off the edge of the freaking arrow." Until somebody got balls enough and said, "I don't give a shit. I'm dying anyway." It was probably like, what's that movie? Thelma and Louise. I'm driving the boat off the edge.
One more thing. Have you read about this group of flat earthers who want to travel to Antarctica to see where the edge of the world is? It's actually true. They're going on an expedition to see the end of the world.
Gee, I hope they report on that before they fall off. Anyway,
they got a lot of mountains to climb.
Lots of mountains to climb. Anyway, Hank, thank you for being here, bro. Oh, I'm sorry, Belda. Go ahead.
Most welcome.
I was just going to say, what are they going to do if they went by ocean and they land back at the same spot and never find it?
They got lost. They accidentally made a U-turn. We made a U-turn. We got to go back. Try it again. You're not going to convince a flat earther. It's convinced. It's in their head. Anyway, Hank, thank you for being here, brother. We appreciate it. And David, out in California, brother, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad. I assume things are going a little bit better, a little easier, maybe. I hope.
Thank you, John. Hey, they're going one step after,
One step at a time, baby. One day at a time. Ain't that the song? It goes something like that anyway. Thank you, David, for being here, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And SC, you snuck into the room, buddy.
I did again.
You did it again. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Take care of Tallahassee.
It's good to be here. Well, I'll do my best, but I'm just surrounded by a whole bunch of dark forces.
Me too. Push on, brother. We are the shining light.
I will do.
We are the light. We are the light, baby. Let that blue light shine down there.
Like I said, I wish I could go to Georgia.
Me too.
Do my thing, but I just can't.
Yeah.
But I can hear about it.
We don't want your ass going to jail, SC. We just don't want that. Yeah. I think we'll win anyway. I think we have the possibility to do it, and if they get out and vote down there, we will do it. Anyway, thank you for being here, brother. TW, all the way out in Colorado, brother, our lone cowboy out there. We appreciate it. You being here.
Yeah.
Take care of Mark for us.
Yeah, it's always
Did you get your phone back from Mark?
Yes, he likes to take it when he knows that it's dinner time and cooking time.
He's got people to call. He's got a life.
I'm afraid he's going to get my Bluetooth one day. I'm going to hear bark, bark, bark.
Little dog buddies he's calling. Anyway, thank you, brother, for being here. Velda Lee, our mother hen, always a pleasure to have you in the room, baby. Thank you very much.
I'm glad to be here.
Good. Take care of Wayne for us.
I am.
I know you are.
He's bundling himself all back up.
Good
He's
man,
got
smart man.
Electric blanket and a heavy house coat, and he's all bundled.
There you go. I was talking to Chris Kloss the other day. He said when I told him it was I think it was 41 down there, and he wrote back that at 41 degrees he was outside in flip flops. I told him at 41 degrees my feet are in front of a freaking heater. I'm staying there too. Anyway, Velda, thank you for being here, baby. Take care of yourself. And Velica, sweet Velica, yes. Baby, thank you for being here. Thank you for warming the room up for us.
You're welcome.
Okay, baby. And for everybody else on YouTube, on Facebook, on Periscope, thank you so much for coming by and spending your time with us. We're still in the middle of a pandemic, so wear your mask, wash your hands, stay the hell away from nasty-ass people, and in the process, remember the holidays. It's a time to put a smile on somebody's face, so do that if you can. Sometimes it's just the littlest things that'll do that, so it'll put a smile in your heart, too. Anyway, all that other mushy shit, we love you. Tomorrow is, indeed, Beard Bud Friday, so put the beer on the ice, and I have a spectacular selection of Yingling brew from our good friend Johnny Fly up in Pennsylvania, from the country's oldest brewery, founded in 1826. So put that beer on ice, put the bud in the bowl, and we'll be ready to rock and roll here tomorrow. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Happy birthday,
Good night.
Mama.
Happy birthday to Mama, indeed. Thank you very much,
Happy birthday to Mama.
Happy birthday. All right.
Marsha, have a good night, and John and them aren't good to you.
Yeah, let the family know.
Good kick for us.
I told her, I said, all you'd have to do is they'd take you over me in a heartbeat, honey. They would. They'd throw me out to the dogs and take your ass in a heartbeat. If y'all only knew, I wish you did. She is the sweetest thing. She's the love of my life. I have been lucky ever since the day I met her, and I knew then it's the one little thing that I have, my little nugget of joy, is that I told her when I met her that I will grow old with you. And that's what I was looking forward to. And indeed, here we are, 43 years later. We're starting to get old. Like I told y'all the other day, this is 68. Inside here is still 18, going on 19. So we're working on it. But I don't know. Keep your heart young, baby, as much as you can. I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.